Dustin the Diamond Poirier submits Michael Chandler by rear naked choke in the third round. This was definitely not what I expected. This was an amazing fight. Both fighters went all in at one another. It was a tug of war. Michael Chandler has established how dynamic he is and says how he will finish Dustin Poirier with his speed and athleticism. I always had a problem with people giving away their game plan, and this is one of the big reasons. I know it sells and you have a duty, an obligation to sell the fight and to tell as much of your side as possible, but in my opinion, it was his downfall. If you tell your fighter you're just going to explode into him, he has two options. He can use your explosive energy and counter you and try knock you back, counter you, knock you out when you're exploding into him, or he can tire you out into the later rounds, because it doesn't matter how explosive you are, how much cardio you are, if you explode, if that is what you intend to do and you're not pacing yourself, your gas tank will drop in the later rounds, or as it goes, your explosiveness will deteriorate. This is just a matter of human body science. And this is what happened. I think what Dustin Poirier did was a bit of both. He utilized the counter-attack, which caused him in the end of the first round. He was getting dominated by Michael Chandler throughout the whole first round, getting thrown, ragdolled everywhere. And towards the end of the first round, he caught him with a right hook, which staggered Michael Chandler and almost finished him in the first round, but the bell saved him. The second round was full on Michael Chandler. He on top, and there was nothing. That was 100% a Michael Chandler round in the second round. The first round you can debate, because majority of the round Michael Chandler did most of the work, was more aggressive, was on top more, but Dustin Poirier towards the end almost finished him. And then we come to the third round. This is where Dustin Poirier's durability and cardio came into play, because through Michael Chandler's explosive energy, the third round was always going to be a sacrifice, and he did not slow down. He even suplexed him to the ground, which takes a lot of energy. I do not. It was a very rushed, sacrificed move in my opinion, and he did that again. He dumped him. He dumped him before he got submitted. He dumped him very heavily, especially when you're tired. You're doing all these moves like suplexes and dumping. These are high explosive work, which loses a lot of energy and is not coordinated. And there was a lot of it wasn't good control. You just threw him on the floor, I don't know how Dustin Poirier just got his legs wrapped him round so quick. That was the quickest body wrap I've seen, and he got straight to the rear naked choke, and that was just nighty night for him, and he tapped not long. Dustin Poirier took a lot of these attacks. A lot of the times, the commentators, Joe Rogan, said Dustin Poirier was hurt. Yeah, he got hit. I must admit, but he didn't hesitate. He stayed calm. He stayed with the game, but just try to absorb it. Didn't want to take too much damage. You know, try not to rush things. So he was taking damage, like he was getting thrown to the floor, getting ragdoll, but he was just staying calm, try to stay relaxed, try to find his openings. You know, didn't try to do any sacrificial moves. Didn't try to gamble too much. Just stay calm. Try to defend. Try not to get hurt too much. Michael Chandler almost tried to finish him a few times. Even Dustin Poirier said he could have done so when he was on top, but it was actually stopped by the ref because he was getting back of the head. Not stopped, but paused by the ref. He was getting back of the head. So nice work by the ref. And there was also, I think, Dustin Poirier at the end of the fight called the foul, saying why he was complaining to the ref. It was because Michael Chandler was fish hooking him during the second round. Tried to fish hook him just to get the rear naked choke. It was a bit unacceptable, but it happens. It's been done before in wrestling, especially when there's so much blood. When you're on top, you can't see. Not very gentlemanly, but hey ho. Like I said, Dustin Poirier survived through to the end and finished it just where it looked bleak for him. He also announced his jiu-jitsu at the end of the fight, possibly for Islam Makhachev's claim to people not understanding jiu-jitsu in the division. Well done to Dustin Poirier. Spectacular performance. He survived it. Looked like he was rocked. Looked like he was going to get finished. But what a warrior. Let me hear your thoughts. See you in the next video. Peace.